EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. First carry now for Nick Chubb. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards. That's another Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A toss play to Chubb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Good. 180. Up, left. Night, sweetheart. Check.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying if he can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here's Prescott. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
First down, Dallas.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The first down carry by Elliott. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
We're going to 52.
On 2nd and 12. Prescott, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott now going to take a shot for Gallup. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Check 53. We own it. We own it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Touchdown, defense.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Randall Cobb there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A run for Nick Chubb. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield flushed out right. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side, gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They run again on first down, Chubb. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, partner, let's look league-wide for a second and think playoffs here. I'm going to give you some teams, and you tell me if they still have a chance at the AFC wild card, or are they just waiting until next year? How about Cleveland at 4-6?
They're actually getting hot right now, but I still don't see them getting there and being in the playoffs.
Okay, same division. Steelers, they're 5-5 right now.
Yeah, I think the loss to Cleveland finished off that run.
Also 5-5, the Titans.
They actually have a chance if they stick to what they do best, and that's run the football. They'll have to chase down Indianapolis and Houston in their own division.
Okay, lastly, I'm going to ask the question because they've talked about it. How about the 3-7 Jets?
Who's they and why?
Not you and I.
Okay, I was about to say, why?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joe Schobert, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. 3rd and long for Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards.
And the Cowboy first down.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Now, second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Check. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 17-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Throwing on second down. Prescott. And that is caught. It's Witten for the Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten there to make the grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darian Thompson, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Trying to get it to Landry there.
Partner, when you're playing cover two, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Prescott now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
Rush in. Rush in.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Prescott yet again. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Cowboys on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Prescott to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They run again with Hunt.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Browns' drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here. And now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0 on first down. It's Elliott fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Following the interception, Mayfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th. But they didn't get it.
Guaranteed. It's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
And again, it's Chubb. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now Austin. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Sliding. 44 to Mike. 6 man. Then we're going to 53. Back 26.
Throwing here, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. The sack by Robert Quinn.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And my goodness, another interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. The Browns drive about to get started. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
It's like you have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And the kick is good, so they avoid the shutout, but still a tough one to swallow here. They only post 3 points, and this game is over. Well, this one provided some good drama down to the very end. That last kickoff return, for a moment thought he might break it, but in the end, they get the tackle and stop the drama.
You were starting to have more fun, weren't you?
Well, I was starting to stand up.
Yeah, you were into that one. Who knew? We thought maybe they might get that miracle finish that they were looking for. Didn't quite get it done.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Cleveland.